because like it made us a little closer to Natsuki, but we also made her do something she doesn't like. Whatever. I'm sure we have plenty of opportunities to screw this up. Sunday. Usually one of my favorite days of the week, for reasons that should be obvious. I really should start setting an alarm, though, because I somehow managed to wake up at 11:45 today. Natsuki usually shows up past noon. Great. I rush through dental hygiene and struggle to get my hair combed and my face washed. Once I finally end up downstairs, it's 12:04. Oh, thank God, I still have time to eat breakfast.
Hey, Hallie!
Natsuki greets, opening the door. I forgot I leave that open. I put on my best smile and waved to her. Hello, Natsuki. You're here a bit early.
Well, I woke up a bit late, so I came here as soon as I could. Guess I overcompensated.
Not by too much. Well, I haven't eaten yet, so if you'd like to sit in the living room, I'll fix myself something quick.
Actually, I haven't eaten breakfast yet either.
You left without eating? Natsuki, you have to have breakfast. It's important.
I know that, dummy. It's just I wanted to show up here quick. So shut it!
Natsuki's response is unusual, lacks the confidence her insults normally do. Natsuki, something tells me that's not really the reason.
Well, whatever's telling you that, it's wrong. That is the reason, okay? So stop being so stupid and pay attention.
Natsuki. I see pros and cons to all of the options we've had so far, except like the really obvious cookies or cupcakes one earlier. Because if we drop it, we're giving her space. If we insist, we might get closer to her, but it's going to make her angry. Natsuki, why is your route so difficult to screw up? I feel like insisting is still probably the correct thing. Well, maybe not. It's so early in the route. We don't know if it's going to be more cohesive than Sayori's route as far as, like, story goes. I'm gonna push it. Natsuki, please. I want the real reason. If something's up, I need to know. She starts to get angry again, clenching her fist and almost raising it, but instead unclenches it and looks down as if ashamed.
And to think I was about to hurt the person I love. I'm becoming just like him.
Him? Who's he?
My dad, Hallie. He does that to me all the time.
Your dad hurts you?
Not really physically. Well, physically too, I guess. He got mad at me yesterday, so he hid all the food where I can't reach it. He always takes food away from me when I make him mad, Hallie. There are entire days where I don't eat, no matter how much I apologize.
I'm in shock. I knew that Natsuki's father was strict, but that much? It explains her small figure, it explains her harsh persona, even her confidence issues that she hides under a self-centered act. Natsuki, I have no idea what to do, other than walk over to her and hug her. She returns the hug, buries her head into my shoulder, and begins to cry. We stand like this for some time. It's been like 3 weeks since she told us her deepest, darkest secret. Natsuki.
Yes, Hallie?
She speaks through tears and sniffs. Listen, how many meals would you say you skip a week?
7. Maybe more. At least 1 a day.
Well, that'll change. Starting tomorrow, I'm bringing you in food, alright?
Hallie, you'll really do that for me?
Of course, Natsuki. You're my girlfriend, and beyond that, I would do it for you anyway because I care about you. I expected that to cheer her up, but instead she seems to cry even harder.
Damn it, Hallie! You're so nice to me and I've been nothing but mean to you all this time!
Not really.
I have to be the worst girlfriend ever!
I put a hand on her head. Natsuki, I'm not stupid. I know how to back off from something I don't like. So, you can only guess my answer to that by looking where I am now and what I am to you. She giggles.
You're a masochist, aren't you, Hallie? I guess it explains a lot.
The happiness in her voice begins to return. Hey, at least she got humor out of something. I pat her on the back before releasing her. Hey, neither of us have eaten, have we? Come on, let's make you something. You don't have to be a master chef to know eggs, after all. She agrees, but seems sad that I let go of her. I go to cook the eggs, and she follows me. Well, this seems like it was pretty obviously the correct choice, so why don't we scroll on back to that thing and pick the wrong one? Drop it. Just drop it. Alright, whatever you say. Natsuki comes in and sits in the table. She watches me cook some breakfast as she tries to open her mouth constantly. But her voice never came out. Once I finish, I sit down and eat breakfast. The sound of something vibrating stopped me on my tracks. Natsuki takes her phone out as her expression turns into a scared one for a fraction. So I guess the person who wrote this part of the route was a native Spanish speaker, because they're mixing up their ins and ons like they always do. Natsuki takes her phone out as her expression turns into a scared one for a fraction.
Urgent text from my dad. He's, sick, so I need to go help him.
Oh, sorry. By the way, I did notice that you might want something to eat, so here. I stuff a toast with some ham on it. I stuff a toast with some ham on it to her hands. Oh, I didn't mean to scroll. She takes it, and faster than I could ever imagine, she dumps it in. Dumps it in?
Thanks for that, but now I really must leave. Bye!
She rushes out the door, and with that, things are done. That's probably a record for her shortest visit, but if it's important, it's important. Best to just let her be. She can count on me, after all. I mean, I guess she does now. She does, right? There, that was much less substantially developmentally relationship stuff. It's just like any other Sunday, me waiting patiently for Natsuki to show up. I've done this quite a few times now, and it's starting to set in as commonplace. It's still exciting each time, and it's kind of become a factor of motivation for the rest of the week, but it's a different kind of excitement now. As I ponder this, Natsuki knocks on my door.
Hi, Hallie.
She's in casual clothing as usual, and this time holding the next parfait girls under her arm. She immediately takes one look at me and frowns.
Did you even comb your hair when you woke up this morning?
Ah, no, I didn't. Sorry, I must have forgotten.
Well, it looks awful. Here.
Natsuki stands on her tiptoes and tries to adjust my hair. She tries to comb it with my hand, but it just won't go down. Finally, she licks her hand and combs it once more, successfully getting it down. It's only after her task is finished that she realizes what she's done and blushes.
There! That should fix your hair. Now next time, comb your hair yourself.
Alright, alright. Would you like to come inside? She nods and follows me in. When we walk by the kitchen, she pipes up.
Hey, Hallie. Should I make some cookies for the two of us?
Good idea. You want some help?
Nah, I can handle this myself. I'm making half a dozen, that's all. It's not like the cupcakes.
Well, alright. I'll get today's activity set up. I start to walk away when I hear Natsuki pipe up.
Aren't we going to read today?
She asks, pointing to her manga. Well, manga is an interest of yours that you showed me, right? Well, there's an interest of mine I want to show you. Remember how I said I wanted to play some video games with you a while ago? A look of realization slowly hits her.
Now, Hallie? Couldn't it have been a day where I didn't have my manga to read?
Trust me, it'll be fun. I'll be right back, okay? Or, alright, rather. She looks concerned, but otherwise goes back to her cookies. I go upstairs and grab the wireless console, controller, and a couple of games. I don't know which one I should show Natsuki. Oh, I can read. If I pick correctly, it might make her more interested in the hobby. I go downstairs and see her still hard at work on our desserts. Our deserts. I hook up the wires to the television and grab the games. Right as I do this, she puts the cookies in the oven and joins me in the living room.
So, what game are we playing then?
I don't think we're still in my bedroom, even though it said living room. I pondered this for a moment. Getting this right will be crucial. All the genres will be really fun, but I know that one of them is the one that Natsuki wants to play the most. But which? So we got these same video games to play with Natsuki, huh? I feel a lot more confident choosing the wrong thing on this one. Let's see. There's no ultra-violent option this time. Let's do an action game. Here, let's play this. I grabbed the latest release of my favorite shooting game. I begin to head downstairs. A game of ultra-violence and non-stop action is definitely what Natsuki's been missing out on. I pop the disc in, and she grabs the cookies and sets them on the coffee table. I dim the lights and we both sit on the couch. After a few minutes of playing through the game, I looked at Natsuki, holding one of the cookies in her hand. She's absolutely mesmerized. You seem to be enjoying this.
It's awesome, Hallie.
They forgot that Natsuki likes cute things.
I'm so glad you showed me this. I guess now I understand why guys like you stay in your room so much.
I can't tell if that's meant to be a compliment or an insult, but I take it as the former. As I continue, I notice her reacting to the game as if it was one of her manga. Scared when my health is low, happy when I beat a level, annoyed by the antagonist. It's only once I finally die that she makes a suggestion.
Can I try?
I'm taken slightly aback, as I didn't think Natsuki would get that into it, but I nod and hand her my controller. Grabbing one of the cookies for myself is a sentence fragment. For a first-timer, she does alright. She doesn't get nearly as far as I do, and her aim is absolutely awful, but she's still making it through. We start to turn this into a routine. Every time each of us dies, the other takes a turn. This system works great until Nat gets a bit closer to me within arm's reach. That's when I made the mistake of putting an arm around her, positioning myself so I can still hold the controller. That's when she immediately starts pressing buttons to mess me up, and she succeeds.
I guess that means it's my turn,
she says, a certain pride in her voice for her cleverness. However, shortly after she takes control, I return her gesture by putting my hand over her eyes.
Hey, stop that!
She says between giggles. I watch as the character dies and take the controller back from her. I guess that means it's my turn, huh? I stay, taking the controller for myself. She then gets the bright idea of grabbing a hold of my thumbs so I can't use the sticks. She's surprisingly strong, and at this point I die, yet don't hand her the controller.
Hey, it's my turn!
You'll get this back when you play fair. I hold the controller out of her reach.
Well, if you won't give it to me, I'll get it myself!
With that, she drops the cookie she's holding and practically gets on top of me to try and grab the remote. To stop her, I lock my arm around her midsection.
Not fair! Let go of me!
She tries weakly to push herself out of my grip. When she stops struggling, I bring the controller back down and get back in the game. My grip on her loosens, but instead of getting away, she instead turns to see the TV. She's now sitting on my lap, watching me play. I don't mind, though. Her head barely goes up to my nose, so she's not blocking my vision any. When we both settle in and I say my prayers that my blood flow doesn't betray me in a particular way, after a few minutes, she finally speaks up.
Hallie, I hate this!
She gets off my lap. Did I do something wrong?
No, dummy, it's just...
What's up?
Nothing, it's fine. Just continue.
No, what's wrong? She hesitates. Then she speaks up.
I hate how good this feels. I don't deserve to feel like this, especially with you. I've been nothing but mean to you since we've met. I'm sorry.
Don't be, Natsuki. I know you don't really mean any of it. If you did, why would you date me? That seems like a bad idea, doesn't it? She looks down, ashamed with herself.
Yeah, but that's not an excuse. When I first came in here, I completely dismissed this, didn't even consider it a good idea. I'm lucky you even showed it to me.
Listen, I bring her up to me so that we're looking each other in the eyes. I wipe her eyes and she looks at me. This has really been one of the best days of my life, Natsuki. I don't know what else to say other than thank you. For being here, for being you. Thanks. We're face to face now, and I'm holding her with both hands. Naturally, she closes the gap between us. I'm shocked at her forwardness at first, but I eventually return the kiss. We've both never done this, but somehow it feels perfect. Our lips eventually part and she looks at me with those beautiful eyes of hers. Those pink eyes I fell in love with all that time ago. It seems like an eternity before she speaks.
Hallie, I hate you. I hate how you make me feel like this. I never want it to end.
Neither do I. She returns to her spot on my lap and I put my arms back around her. For the next hour or so we stay like this. My performance drops and she's quick to point this out, but not in her normal mocking tone. Instead, almost sad to see me fail. Finally, it begins to get dark out, and she gets ready to leave.
Hallie, thank you so much. For having me over, for being my boyfriend, for everything. It really is some of the best time of my life.
Natsuki, I feel the exact same way. It's been nothing but happiness every weekend ever since you admitted your feelings. Thank you, by the way. If you hadn't done that, none of this would be happening.
Well, you're welcome. I'll see you tomorrow at school, alright?
She gives me one last hug and walks out. As she walks out, I consider the events of this night. Is this what love is like? So is this route just going to be me trying to fail at it and failing because I feel like their interpretation of Natsuki is inaccurate? It's challenging. And what should start off as a day of excitement instead of starts off with a sickness? With a few sneezes all throughout this morning, I realized the sudden cold I've developed. Great. I'm just about to prep some coffee when Natsuki knocks on the door, so of course I go to greet her. However, I immediately relay the bad news. Natsuki, I'm really sick. It's probably best you don't stay over today.
Nice work, Hallie. Guess who has to take care of you now?
Wait, does she mean... Wait, why did I say that out loud? I can take care of myself.
Yeah, sure you can. You got yourself sick, idiot. You probably won't make yourself better. Come on, let's go inside.
She tries to push me back into my house to no avail. I think about this for a moment. On the one hand, I did warn her and she is insisting. But on the other, it's still mean of me to willingly go along with this. She doesn't need me sick like this. I guess I might as well. Less time spent together. Tell her to come back next week. Natsuki, I won't let you get sick. Now go, I'll see you tomorrow, alright?
But...
Why'd she switch to her nighttime form? The sound of something vibrating inside her pocket stopped her from continuing. She excused herself as she quickly threw a glance towards her mobile phone screen. Natsuki froze. Natsuki?
Yeah, sorry. Well, I'll go then. But you better take care of yourself.
Don't worry, I know how to handle a cold. I say that, trying to make Natsuki less worried about me. But I'm sure she will worry about me, maybe even more now. As she left, I used the rest of my strength to close the door and get to my bed, where I spent the rest of the day asleep. It's Sunday, as usual. Until 5 minutes ago, I was really happy that I got to see Natsuki today as well. But she sent me a message where she told me that she can't come today. What a shame, I guess I'll play some games today. I'll see her tomorrow, anyways. It's morning. Pale, impossibly bright sunlight filters into my room between the blinds and directly onto my shut eyes. Even so, it manages to wake me up. Ugh. I open my eyes wincing as the light fills my vision. After the initial pain fades, I try to sit up, but fail. Looking to my left, I find Natsuki lying beside me. Her arms wrapped around my midriff and my arm is underneath her. I have long since lost any feeling in the limb, but I barely notice as I watch Natsuki. Her eyes are closed and her mouth is slightly parted as she breathes slowly and evenly. She looks so peaceful and, well, cute, of course. And naked. I don't mean to gawk at her like this, it's just she looks so innocent and pure that I can't bring myself to look away. I love her so much. Another minute passes and then Natsuki begins to stir and mumble something incoherently. I feel like we skipped some steps.